Today is a very auspicious day. Two dear disciples of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur. One disappeared on this day and one appeared. So generally it is for the first time I will read now about Narahari Seva Vigraha Prabhu. I heard about him before and in books, but I did not know that on today's day is his disappearance day. But now I came to know, so I want to read about him. Then we can know. Shri Seva Vigraha Prabhu, that was his like nickname, Seva Vigraha Prabhu. Actually his name was Narahari Das, disciple of Prabhupada. Shri Seva Vigraha Prabhu was one of the foremost disciples and intimate servants of Jagat Guru Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada. Our most worshipful Srila Guru Padma had a very close friendship with him. Means here it means Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, because this is I think this was spoken by Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. So here it is Keshav Goswami Maharaj's Guru. They lived together for a long time and served Sri Dham Mayapur in countless ways. Srila Prabhupada turned over the entire responsibility for Sri Dham Mayapur to his dear servant, and could then preach Shuddha Bhakti everywhere with a peaceful mind. I also read in Bhakti Vikas Sai Maharaj's book, but there it is more in short, that Narahari Prabhu joined early when Prabhupada started preaching, so he entrusted him to be Mat in charge of this Chaitanya Mat in Mayapur, so that time Prabhupada could stay in Kolkata and preaching everywhere, because Narahari Prabhu was taking care of that Chaitanya Mat. After Srila Prabhupada's disappearance, Shri Seva Vigraha Prabhu and Srila Gurudev, means Keshav Goswami Maharaj, left Chaitanya Mat together and established Sri Devananda Gauriya Mat in Sridham Navadip. Like Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev entrusted the whole responsibility of Sri Devananda Gauriya Mat to Shri Seva Vigraha Prabhu and could thus preach peacefully everywhere. So he was also in charge of Devananda Gauriya Mat. In the first issue of Sri Gauriya Patrika, the main magazine of the Gauriya Vedanta Samiti, Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj wrote an essay entitled Viraha Mangalya about Seva Vigraha Prabhu. The torment I feel by not being able to see Sri Guru Padma and Thakur Narahari Seva Vigraha Prabhu, who was devoted solely to serving him, mingles my pen, causing it to falter at every step and proceeds so slowly across the page. Means Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, in separation grief from Prabhupada and also his disciple Narahari Prabhu, he said, I cannot write properly. Srila Prabhupada was very pleased to discover his intimate servitor, Pujapat Shri Narahari Brahmachari Seva Vigraha. He handed over the whole responsibility of his beloved Akara Mataraj, that is original Sri Chaitanya Mat, to him and happily went to far distant places to preach pure bhakti with full concentration. O Narahari Da, your uninterrupted service to Hari, Guru and Vaishnavas will manifest of its own accord in the memory of anyone who takes your auspicious name. You are the embodiment of Srila Prabhupada's dearmost Sri Chaitanya Mat. When we lived with you, we all thought that we are living in the Chaitanya Mat. You have performed the ideal service in a way that is supremely blissful and free from anger. This is the sole aim and objective of Sri Gauriya Vedanta Samiti. Means, this is the article by Srila Bhakti Prabhu Keshav Goswami Maharaj. He was like non-different from Chaitanya Mat, Narahari Se Prabhu. So later, when they left Chaitanya Mat and they were staying together in Devananda Gauriya Mat, Keshav Goswami Maharaj felt, I'm like in Chaitanya Mat because Narahari Prabhu is here. Then further, Srila Narayan Goswami Maharaj is telling, Srila Gurudev also glorified his best friend, Srila Narahari Thakur, in his preface to Prabandhavali, which was presented on Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Disappearance Day. In that preface, he described him as a brilliant star of the Gauriya Vedanta Samiti, who is eternally immersed in the flow of nectar coming from Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Srila Narahari Seva Vigraha Prabhu appeared in the famous Vasu dynasty of the village of Deyada in Jashora district of East Bengal. In his early life, he and his family were initiated with the Shakti mantra, means Kali or Durga, but he and the majority of his family members were later influenced by Vaishnava association and were initiated into the Krishna mantra and all began to perform sadhan bhajan. When his elder brother left this world, Sri Narahari renounced his family and this material world and took shelter at the lotus feet of Jagat Guru Om Vishnupad Shri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada was pleased with Sri Narahari's versatile abilities and service mentality and appointed him manager of Sri Chaitanya Mat. Sri Narahari was like a mother in nurturing the young boys who lived in the mat. Every day he would wake them up, feed them, and take care of them. Because of his sweet, affectionate behavior, the mat residents referred to him as the mother of the Gauriya Mat. But everyone, young and old, addressed him as Narahari Da. He was always chanting Sri Harinam and was totally absorbed in the various services of the mat. No one knew when he slept and when he woke. Sometimes in the deep night, when everyone else was sleeping, he would sit in his secluded bhajan kutir and chant Sri Harinam with Vipralamba Bhav, feelings of separation from Sri Sri Radha Krishna. We have heard that he sometimes used to tie his sika, this hair, to a wooden handle high on the wall to force himself to stay awake while he chanted Harinam. No mat resident ever saw him become angry. Even if someone needed to be chided, means scolded, chastised, for some special reason, he would scold them sweetly while smiling with great affection. The following incident took place when I was new in the mat. That is, I think, Keshav Goswami Maharaj's I don't know who is Keshav Goswami Maharaj, I think, speaking. The following incident took place when I was new in the mat. I was young then and very energetic. In the morning, The local farmers would bring vegetables, milk and other products from their neighborhoods to the vegetable market on the street just outside the mat. Shri Seva Vigraha Prabhu and Srila Narottam Brahmachari went outside on the side of the road and began to bargain for vegetables for the mat. The farmers were an unruly lot. I don't know what this means. Unruly lot. And they quarreled about everything. One time, one of them struck Narottam Prabhu on the head, drawing blood. Hearing the tumult, I came out, and when I saw the blood on Prabhuji's head, I lost all self-control. I took a piece of bamboo from the courtyard of the mat and hit that insolent farmer on his back so hard that the bamboo broke and the farmer fell to the ground. In a moment, hundreds of farmers assembled and began to create an uproar, threatening to attack the mat. However, Pujopat Shriman Seva Vigraha Prabhu calmly and peacefully settled this difficult situation with great expertise. First, he caught me and locked me up in a room in the mat. Yes, that was in Chaitanya Mat, Keshav Goswami Maharaj speaking, Binod Bihari. Then he confronted the crowd alone and pacified them all. Seva Vigraha Prabhu had a very affectionate manner. He went to the home of all sorts of people and spoke Harikatha. He took an interest in people's happiness and distress, and they endured their difficulties because of his sweet words. Srila Gurudev could never forget his dear godbrother. Whenever he remembered Sri Seva Vigraha Prabhu, he became overwhelmed with feelings of separation. Srila Gurudev named the huge entrance gate of Sri Devananda Gauriya Mat Sri Narahari Toran. I don't know what is the meaning of Toran, but after him, in Sri Seva Vigraha's memory. This can still be seen today. Or it was Srila Narayan Goswami Maharaj speaking, because Seva Vigraha Prabhu, means Narahari Prabhu, was also staying in Devananda Gauriya Mat, so maybe it happened at that time that someone beat Narottam Brahmachari. I think Narottam Brahmachari later became Bhakti Kamal Madhusudan Maharaj, maybe. Yes, because he was staying that time. So anyhow, he is very dear disciple of Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Here they also quoted from one letter of Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, who wrote letter to Keshav Goswami Maharaj, and here he wrote, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, he wrote to Srila Keshav Goswami Maharaj, you inspired us to remember Shripad Narahari Da in the very first article of your Sri Gauriya Patrika. We became grateful to you for this in every respect. The affectionate and sweet behavior of Shripad Narahari Da will remain illuminated in my heart forever. The pangs of separation from him are in no way less than the pangs of separation from Srila Prabhupada. Oh, this is still Sri Abhay Charan De. That was before sannyas. Yes. Kolkata, from Kolkata, Sitakanta Banerjee Lane. He sent him. So today is Sri Narahari Seva Vigraha, means the embodiment of Seva, because he was all the time serving. Seva Vigraha Prabhu is disappearance day today. I am bowing down to his lotus feet and praying for his causeless mercy for pure devotion to Krishna and his devotees. And today is also the appearance day of Srila Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj. Here, Srila Bodhayan Maharaj wrote in his book, a transcendental child appeared on 26 January 1913 in the village of Fulta, situated near Berhampur, Ganjam district in Orissa, India. The father, Sri Damodar, and mother, Srimati Devi, named the baby Nrishinga. Since childhood, Nrishinga was academically talented and completed his higher education with a BA degree from the local college, Kalikote at Berhampur, Orissa. However, the young boy was interested in the knowledge of Ayurveda. Thus, he went on to study under a famous Ayurvedic doctor named Madhusudan Sharma, who was initiated along with his wife by Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. We know from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita that the root cause of devotion to Krishna is the association of Vaishnavas. Thus, Nrishinga got devotional inspiration from his Ayurveda teacher, Shripad Madhusudan Prabhu. He was fortunately connected to the Guru Parampara by receiving Harinam from Srila Prabhupada on 3rd August 1936 at Mayapur, Sri Chaitanya Math. After initiation, Srila Prabhupada gave Nrishinga the name Nrishingananda Prabhu. Subsequently, Nrishingananda Prabhu received Diksha, second initiation, in 1937, after Srila Prabhupada's passing away, from one of his reputed senior godbrothers, that is Anantavasudev Prabhu. Shripad Nrishingananda Prabhu quickly gained expertise in giving discourses on different scriptural evidence in various languages such as Telugu, Oriya, Hindi, English, etc. Our Parangurudev used to invite him to our Hyderabad Math for annual festivals programs because he knew Telugu language, that is the local language there, so he spoke there, Harikatha. That is, our Gurudev said he met him there many times. That was before, during the time of Parangurudev. He met him there many times. Also, our Bhakti Kamal Govinda Maharaj, he told me, he remembers, he was that time a very young boy. He used to come to our mat with Srila Puri Goswami Maharaj on these programs, and our Parangurudev would affectionately treat him like a small boy. He had very sweet relations with and offered due respect to all of his godbrothers. Also, he was staying with Srila Bhakti Rakha Kshidhar Dev Goswami Maharaj for some time. With different, he stayed. He was therefore appointed as the temple president of Madras Gauriya Math and Sri Ramananda Gauriya Math at Kovur, Andhra Pradesh. To spread the loving message of Mahaprabhu in different parts of India as well as abroad, he was inspired to take the vow of renunciation sannyas. On 7th February 1966, Sripad Nrishingananda Prabhu took sannyas initiation from his dearmost god brother, Srila Bhakti Sarvaswagiri Gosai Maharaj at Jogapet Temple, the birthplace of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was then known as Srila Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Gosai Maharaj. Our Srila Bhakti Bigyan Bharati Gosai Maharaj, he told me that he was present there when this sannyas was there. He said, I was present there. Eventually, Srila Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Gosai Maharaj established more than 15 centers in India and several centers abroad, such as Sri Radha Govinda Gauriya Mat in Vienna, Austria. Uday Maharaj mentioned here. Presently, that center is taken care of by one of his disciples, Srila Bhakti Sadak Muni Maharaj, now also disappeared. On 9th January, Srila Bhakti Sadak Muni Maharaj disappeared. I was there for a few days and there was a big festival, celebration. He also has preaching centers in Italy, Spain, etc. till today. Presently, many of Srila Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Maharaj's qualified disciples, such as Srila Bhakti Vichar Vishnu Maharaj, Bhakti Swarup Sridhar Maharaj, etc., are preaching all over the world. On 3rd March 2009, during evening Arati in his center at Vishakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh, Srila Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Gosai Maharaj physically passed away. Our Srila Bhakti Vibhut Shraman Maharaj was that time with him. There was Arati and they brought that lamp for him to put on head. That was going on down, but he was in, I think, first floor. So they brought that and he took, and then he was taking Charanamrita, and then he was looking at sometimes at the photo of Prabhupada and sometimes at the painting of Raslila on the wall with great attention. With great attention. And already some days before, he told, I want to go to Vrindavan. I will go to Vrindavan. Then all devotees, they said, no, we cannot go to Vrindavan because we have to go to Puri and then to Mayapur for parikrama. And also it is not possible to buy tickets, train tickets so early. Means so quickly, we cannot get them. But what Puri Gosai Maharaj meant is, I want to go to Vrindavan, means Golok Vrindavan. So then he was looking with great attention and said, Prabhupada, 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 and then he just lay down like this and slept in the lap of Bhakti Vibhut Shraman Maharaj, that time brahmachari. He just slept and disappeared. It is an absolute truth that having taken birth in the material world, everyone must die. However, Srila Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Gosai Maharaj shall remain immortal in our memories for his exceptional devotional service. His entire life teaches us to become truthful, humble, respectful, and forbearing. These are the most important qualities in pure devotional practices. Also, by his own example, I heard from his disciples that all God brothers, means disciples of Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, they were very pleased with him and they wanted that he should stay in their mat because he was always serving all the Vaishnavas. Service inclined always. Everyone wanted him. And also later to his disciples, he also all the time emphasize this point that you have to serve the Vaishnavas. And all Vaishnavas, don't see their faults or qualities or this, no. You have to serve Vaishnavas. Sometimes some disciples, they would have some hesitation, but Puri Goswami Maharaj told, no, you serve them. Nishkinchan Maharaj told me many times in Vrindavan Mat, how he told, even one time he told him, why you are reading these books, those Ujjwal Nilamani and these high topics of Rupa Goswami. You do Vaishnav Seva and you chant Harinam, then everything will be revealed in your heart. And he said that he experienced this. And you know, he was first serving in Chaitanya Mat, then by the arrangement of Krishna, they told him, you have to go out. Then he was staying with different God brothers mats. Then when he took sannyas, then he made his own mission, Shri Krishna Chaitanya mission, with some of his God brothers like Bhakti Jivan, Janardhan Goswami Maharaj and some others, Prabhupada disciples in Puri. They made, and he was preaching everywhere. And then in 1992, he became very sick and he already stopped eating. He said, I will go. Did not eat and health was very bad, so everyone was already preparing that he will go from this world. Then Brajendra Prabhu, his sevak, he told me that then one morning suddenly he was all right, everything fine. Then he asked him, what happened? Then Puri Goswami Maharaj told, it was in Vrindavan. He said, Radharani did not allow me. She said, I have to preach more. So then he stayed in this world. That was in 1992. So for 18 more years, no, 17 more years, he stayed in this world after that. And that time also many Western devotees from ISKCON, they start to visit him in Vrindavan and heard his Harikatha and took guidance like this in 92. Then also I heard now when I was in Vienna that Srila Muni Maharaj, before he was Krishna Surya Das in ISKCON, so he also left Austria and came to Vrindavan and wanted to remain there for his whole life. And he could not, he had many friends, devotees, but somehow no one would accept him. But it was the grace of Radharani, so he was like alone and he could not understand what this is happening. Then he said, I have nothing. I came here with one-way ticket, but I cannot go anywhere. I have nothing. He was on the street. Then he said only, but I have one thing. I have faith in Holy Name and I have faith in Radharani. And he surrendered. Then he said next day he met Srila Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj in Sevakunj. And he said, I started hearing Harikatha from him, but I had some hesitation from beginning because sometimes I saw him crying when speaking Harikatha. So before he said, we were taught this is Hajiaism and like this. So, but he understood, no, this is pure Harikatha. And at that time he was only hearing Harikatha. But then later on, when his guru left practice, that is ISKCON Guru, then he immediately went to Srila Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj and took initiation from him. And then Puri Goswami Maharaj also gave him sannyas and he established this temple in Vienna, Radha Govinda Gauriya. Just now, 9 days ago, he left this world. But Puri Goswami Maharaj came to that temple many times, and he installed that Radha Govinda deities, and he also told you have to build temple for these deities, then installation will be complete. So Muni Maharaj did this seva. Now that temple is complete with temple and brahmachari ashram, and also guest house and everything, wall, everything is now complete, totally complete. So after completing his seva and inspiring many devotees, then Muni Maharaj left this world because his seva was complete. Now his followers and disciples, they will have to maintain that seva. So also these devotees who visited Srila Puri Goswami Maharaj in Vrindavan, they start to request Maharaj to go to Western countries for preaching. And Maharaj then agreed, though he was very old, already 88, I think, when he first went, in 97. Because at that time it was the will of Mahaprabhu that again some new wave of pure devotion has to be spread. So that time, in the same year, Srila Bhakti, Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj started, our Gurudev started, and Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj started coming to Western countries from India. And they inspired all Western devotees of ISKCON and new devotees like this. That was a big wave of mercy that time. So also I got this fortune to meet Srila Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj first in Slovenia in 1999. And I saw he was always speaking Harikatha, and very strong, pure. Then also I accompanied him to Croatia programs. Rijeka first, no, Zagreb, Rijeka, Pula. Then every year he used to come. Then also we went to Vienna, all his programs up to like 2004. Then he stopped coming. Then I met in India also before 99 in Vrindavan and in Mayapur also. Then he very affectionately, he used to encourage me and inspire me, sometimes chastise also out of mercy. So then he also played the pastime of stop speaking. Not because he could not, but his pastime of not speaking. Only he was watching what is going on. Then he disappeared in this way, and his disciples are now traveling and preaching. Srila Bhakti Kamal Govinda Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Vichar Vishnu Maharaj, they were first to more prominent in the West. Then later others also now they are coming. They are very active in outside preaching, and also in India now again they opened one new temple. So also I heard Srila Bhakti Puri Goswami, sometimes they ask him why you are opening so many temples, there are no sevaks like this. Then he said, I have to do this because I'm getting so much money, donations people they are giving. So what I will do? It is my service. I have to do this, and they are maintaining. And he told to sannyasis, every sannyasi should open one temple. He did not like that sannyasis will sit in one mat, like in Puri, 18 sannyasis, and they are sitting there and doing bhajan. No. Every sannyasi has to have one mat, open one mat and preach. So like this they are doing. They are trained in one mat, new devotees, and then when they become sannyasis, then they have to go and out and preach. He was fond of inspiring, of preaching. Sometimes he told, Achar is prachar. Your practice is preaching. Sometimes he told, preaching is achar. Means you preach, that is your service. That is your bhajan, that is your practice. By spreading this message. And he did in old age, means whole life, but we saw him in old age, all over the world he went, and very strongly, and emphasizing on Sharanagati and chanting Harinam, this main, and he did not like that those who are unqualified should discuss these high topics of Ras Lila, and this he did not like, he stopped. But Sharanagati and Harinam and Chaitanya Bhagavat, he also read himself, and Srimad Bhagavatam, like this he is explaining very strongly and inspiring so many souls. Here there are also 3 devotees, they all saw him. If anyone wants to say something of him, they can say, otherwise I will continue for a few minutes. Or at least you say no if no one will.
Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Maharaj ki jai.
Jai. So, he emphasized me also personally one time in Vrindavan that we have to have firm faith in this. Harer Nam, Harer Nam, Harer Nam, Eva Kevalam. Kalau Nasteva, Nasteva, Nasteva Gotiranta. There is no other way, no other way, no other way except chanting of Harinam in Harinam, Harinam in this Kali Yuga. That Mahaprabhu told this, so you have to accept it and you also make others understand this, that this is the only way. And he used to speak topic of Haridas Thakur's disappearance on the day before he went to some other place. Always he used to explain and always crying, speaking that Haridas Thakur's disappearance lila. His samadhi is in Jagannath Puri, and there is mat also in Mayapur. Also, I saw him in those WVI meetings. He used to come, and one time also in ISKCON, in Mayapur ISKCON 2002, that Saraswat Gauriya Vaishnava Association, Jayapataka Maharaj, he invited all Gauriya Mat sannyasis, devotees for that meetings for how to serve Mayapur. So he also came, I saw him there, and he spoke, and our Gurudev would listen to him very attentively, I still remember. And also in Vrindavan we saw during Parikrama and many times. He used to cry when speaking some topics, but not in Sahaja Bhav, in real Bhav. Also one time in Slovenia, he spoke Chaitanya Charitamrita class in morning. That time he was crying, and we also all cried that time in one place downstairs. And he was very strict also. If someone did something wrong or deviated or kirtan was not proper, he would always correct, but with affection. Also in Vienna, he saw one sannyasi in front of him, not his disciple, but one sannyasi. And when he saw, oh, you are sannyasi, you speak. Then that sannyasi, out of humbleness, said, no, you speak, you are here, like in front. And he was so much senior, so that sannyasi, out of humbleness, he said, no, I will not speak here in front of you. Then Puri Maharaj became more angry. He said, why you took sannyas? Sannyas means for preaching. You have to speak. You speak. He was chastising him. Then that sannyasi had to speak. So always he was more fond of preaching. But have to have good character. He also emphasized this point. That good character means good achar. That is preaching. And he used to dance also, sometimes sing, although very old, but by his own example he showed. And he said, you publish books, translations, but you don't make one book very big. You make small books. Like if there is some big book, then you make more volumes, but you small. I think his idea was because people, when they see some thick book, then they will never take it. But if they see small book, then they will think, okay, I will quickly, I can finish it, I can read it. Then that is volume 1. Then they will be inspired to read next volume like this. So one time also in Vienna, he told me that to explain that song of Sharanagati, first song. Then he said, but you will have to explain other songs also, one by one, all songs of Sharanagati. So I want to follow his order for my own purification. I will just open one song in Sharanagati, Songbook of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, then I will, for my own benefit. And this same already I opened today. This is the last line. Here it opened. Sekota shunya asi achi nath tomara charana tole. Bakati binod kadia apono kahini bole. Means emono durmati sangsara bhitore. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying that I am so wicked mind. I fell into this worldly existence, but your person, means of Mahaprabhu, you sent him to me. And he told me the good news. You don't worry. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in Navadip together with Nityananda Prabhu, and they rescued all fallen souls. So you don't be disappointed. You also go there and you get your deliverance. He's preaching his own name. So you go there and take. So then at the end, Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, then I came to you, Gauranga Mahaprabhu, to tell you my life what is. So then next song, this song also in the morning I opened. Nakaralu karama geya nahi bhelo na sevilu charana tohara. Joro suke matia aponaku banchai pekahu chaurisho andiyar. Tuhu nath koruna nidan tua pada pankaje atma samarpilu more kripa korobe bidhan. This is some more old Bengali like of Vidyapati, similar, that Bengali. Pratigya tohara ai johi sharanagata nahi so janabo paramat. Soham duskriti gati na herai an आप मागो तुआ परसात आना मनोरात निशेषा चोरता काप हम खुबु तोहार नित्य सेव्य तुहु नित्य सेवा कमुई बाकति विनोद भाव सार. So the meaning is, I have never performed any good works. I have never acquired any knowledge. I have never served your feet. Means no karma, no jnana, and no devotion. I never served your feet. Maddened by mundane pleasures, cheating my own self, I see darkness in all directions. That is at least something. We are doing good works according to Shastra and acquiring transcendental knowledge, Gyan, or devotion. That is all good. But I didn't do this. Only I sense enjoyment. Maddened. I cheated myself, like Muni Maharaj told, deceiving yourself. We are deceiving ourselves from our own benefit. I see darkness in all directions because that is the consequence of wrong action. O Lord, you are the source of all mercy. I have fully surrendered myself at your lotus feet. Please make arrangements to bestow your mercy upon me. Then he is the only shelter, only hope, because he is all merciful. And now Bhaktivinoda Thakur is fully surrendering to him. You please make arrangement to bestow your mercy upon me. That comes in the form of Vaishnava or Guru. Your promise is that one who is surrendered will never know illusion. I am most sinful and see no other shelter but you. I now pray for your mercy. That is the only rescue. There is no other way. When will I completely abandon all other desires and become yours? You are my eternal Lord, and I am your eternal servant. This is the essence of Bhakti Vinoda's heart. This realization came. Then when you realize that Krishna is your eternal master, you are his eternal servant, then there is no any other desire other than to serve him. Because you are of him and you serve him. So when this realization comes by the mercy of Krishna and Guru, then one can abandon all desires and can be engaged in the service. Then there is no more illusion, no more distress, no more nothing. That in further songs he is saying that what happened when surrender, then all the time sing only bliss everywhere. So today Srila Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj's appearance day. I am fully indebted to him for all help in my beginning periods. So I'm praying for forgiveness of all offenses which I may have committed to his lotus feet knowingly or unknowingly, and pray for the service of his lotus feet and his object of worship, Srila Prabhupada, Guru Parampara and Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Radha Krishna, and also he always installed Jagannath also in all temples you will find. I pray for his causeless mercy.